Welcome back, guys. It's your boy Nav, and in today's brand new video, what I'm gonna be doing is explaining why Monster Legends isn't a game that everyone likes. And there's many reasons to that, and I have 5 reasons I'm going to be explaining in this video. This video is a bit different to what other people post, so hopefully you enjoy it, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Again, if you change your mind, you can always unsubscribe at any time. So with that being said, let's get into our first topic. So our first topic is going to be pay to win. There are many pay to win games. That's the way games earn money. But Monster Legends and Social Point, the owners of Monster Legends, have taken it to a whole new level. They've taken it above and beyond. So what I mean by that is they post not post they what's it called, they release monsters that are paywall monsters, and monsters like Minos, Kai the Sun Melter I think was one as well, and I forgot the other ones, but they cost like £30, £50, and they rank 3 or rank 0, I'm not sure. I don't really play the game that much, so I'm just taking a spectacle point POV, and I asked one of my friends, and he said it was for $30 or £30, and it was for Minos, and I think it was a rank 3, which is a decent deal compared to what other deals that they put out. It's a decent deal, right? And we're gonna take nothing away from that, but monsters like Minos, a monster in a game shouldn't be costing £30. Let's be honest, real. Let's compare this game to other games. Let's say Fortnite. Fortnite is a really popular game. It's probably arguably the most popular game right now, and they sell their skins, whatever, the cosmetics, for around, let's say, £10, because it costs some cost less than 1k V-Bucks, so it even costs like £5 for a skin. And in this game they're selling monsters for £30. It's a bit outrageous, but we move. And the other thing I want to talk about is the Legend Pass. The Legend Pass, the lowest level of Legends Pass, the Gold Legends Pass, is the Gold? No, it's just the Legends Pass. Cost £20, I think. Yeah, £20 on offer. Right, £20 is a lot of money, especially for a game that isn't as popular as other games. So what I mean by that is that let's take into Fortnite to another consideration. And Fortnite sells the battle pass for £6.50, I think, which is a super good deal. Fortnite is a really popular game. They could up the price and put it to £20, and they will still make a lot of money because they are a popular game. For Monster Legends, on the other hand, they make the pass at £20. It may seem a good business point of view from their end because they're putting the price high, but if you think about it, the amount of people that play these games are around 300k, maybe 500k at most. And this is from both iOS and Android, by the way, and 500k is decent amount, but not all those 500k will be spending that £20. However, if it was £6.50, more people will be spending that amount and buying the pass every month, and even £8, even 10, they'll be spending that amount, and since a lot more people will be buying the pass, they would be benefiting and profiting even more money, and the engagement of gamers that play Monster Legends will be high, because to progress to the Legend Pass, you need to put time into the game, you need to put effort into the game, which makes a good game. So the stats will be high, the engagement will be high, and that's what I think they should be doing. But it's not much of a big deal, since Legend Pass actually is actually a really good price for, compared to relative to the other offers that they have in the game. So yeah, if you really play the game and you want to buy the Legends Pass, it's not a good deal if you put into perspective the other things that they have in the game. And another thing I want to talk about is the really pay to win people. Those people that are like in the top 100 teams. So those players, they have a lot of money, right? And they just spend money, like they spend money loosely. And when Social Point releases like mutant SX ruins and stuff like that, they just buy straight away. And in PvP, they use that shit, and it's so OP because the SX ruin, right? Not only does it give you the power of two X runes, but it gives you the more power than the X mutant ruin. And if you have that, a monster's HP could be over 500k if they just have 3 speed and life SX runes. How OP is that? And in addition to that, they can use SX runes and outspeed basically anyone with the Rune Guardian. So that is OP. And plus, the deals aren't even that expensive. They're like £30 for 3 SX runes. I think last time I saw it was a strength and a stamina combined mutant SX rune, and it was 3 for £28, I think. And that is a really good deal if you think about it. If you break it down, I'm pretty sure 1 XX rune gives you 12x normal X rune, which is really good. And so that's gonna be done for topic 1, and I'm gonna move on to topic 2, which is making it harder for the new players to grow. So recently I made a video on starting a new account, and that account's been doing decent. I mean, I quit more it's been like 2 months since I've quit, and it's just because I'm not enjoying the game as much as I used to, and there's many reasons for that. And so let's just talk about one of the things. More people are getting better. So this isn't any game, but in this game, more people are getting better at a very fast rate, and you see what I mean in a minute. The pay to win players are just getting better. They're always in their own league, but some people that are in the middle-ish, they're trying even harder to get better, and the bottom players, it's harder for them to grow, and I'll explain why. Firstly, Lotham dungeons. So previously they had what's it called? They had different seasons for the mythics, right? And they had the amber ones and the stardust ones, right? And the original mythics used stardust, and so there was the cosmic era, and in that, the cosmic era used stardust, and they used to have these dungeons come out every day. They used to refresh, and you used to do them to get the stardust, amber, and Lotham when they eventually came out in the corrupted era. And these used to be very useful, especially to the newer players, because as soon as they would get a previous, like let's say they got Blaz, which was from the original mythic era, they would have just gone into the amber dungeon and done it with him, and they would have gotten enough after a few days to rank Blaz up. And that would have been really good for the newer players, because right now, as you come to see, there is no way of doing that. So they did that. They removed the stardust and the amber dungeon, unfortunately, and they changed the the Titan dungeon as well. And this here's like stupidity at its finest, right? So what they did was, they were I think it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? 3 days, 3 of the 7 days in a week, they have the Titan dungeon. And the Titan dungeon used to give you 450 Lotham for 10 rounds, and all you have to essentially do is just survive, which is not that hard. It's not asking for a lot, and surviving is pretty easy because all you do is put life runes, and if you have a dodge area monster, it's even easier, right? And 2 out of the 3 bosses you can actually apply blind, and one of them you can apply denial effects. And it was a pretty easy thing, right? 450 Lotham, which is good, and that would be 1350 Lotham in 3 days. That is a solid amount of Lotham, right? And they used to be 10 rounds, but like 3 weeks ago they changed it. They said that they were gonna add more rounds. but they never said that they're gonna decrease the amount of lithium. I know, guys, it doesn't really make sense at all. How are you gonna make the dungeon harder but reduce the amount of lithium while taking out the amber and the stardust dungeon? That makes completely no sense, right? And this made it 10 times harder for the newer players to actually rank up their mythics, even the older ones, because they couldn't use amber no more, they couldn't use stardust no more, they had to use lithium, which could be used for the corrupted one, and so there was really no point. And the thing I'm getting it out right now is that they're making it really harder for the younger audience, younger gamers that are trying to play the game to actually get into the game, which is very odd for a gaming company to do, and I just don't understand that. And the other thing I want to talk about is, if you're not well connected to, let's say, YouTube, Facebook and Discord, on especially the Monster Legends, so if you're just a casual gamer, which I know many people that are like adults, they stay disconnected from the social medias of games, and what they do is just download the game and play casually. And you can't do that in this game, because if you do that in this game, you're not gonna get anywhere really. If you think about it, you're gonna be in a crap team. You don't know what you're gonna do. You don't know what's gonna pop up in race. You don't know what the next events are. You won't know like what race prep is. You don't know which monster is good. And what I'm trying to say is, say overall is that new people that play the game actually don't really have a chance, basically. And this is through my experience as well, because I had a new account. There should be an image on the screen right now. It's level 63, I think, and I finished the adventure map and everything, and it's just gotten so hard, so much harder, because the removal of the stardust and the amber dungeon mainly, and I can't complete the Titan dungeon because I'm just a new player. So yeah, so if Social Point wants to fix this, what they can do is add more lithium to the dungeons, or make the Titan dungeon every day, and make Titan dungeons every day, and lower the cost down to 300 and make it 10 rounds. That'll be easier for everyone. So 3 times, that'll be 2,100 lithium every week, and everyone will be happy about. So I hope they listen, and I hope they can change it. And if they don't change it, we're still gonna move on to topic 3, alright? So topic 3 is repetition. So this game has a lot of repetition. When I mean a lot, I mean a lot. So let's talk about the events that they do. So they do mazes, progresses, races, and the bounty hunt. I think they started to do right now as well. So let's just start with the mazes, right? Mazes are where you log into every 4 hours and you collect maze coins, and you do that for like 5 days straight, right? And then at the end you wait and spend all your coins on a discount, and you get the monster essentially. And it's just not like casual, this is grinding, like full grinding, right? So what you have to do is every day you have to log into 4 hours, minimum 4 times a day. So 4 times 4, that's 16 hours. So you have to take 16 hours and log in every 4 times in those 16 hours. And you can't just log in anywhere at any time in these 16 hours. You have to log in out every 4 hours intervals, which can be hard for some people. And if you don't basically do that, you're not going to get the monster. And this game is really lean on that. So basically they're saying 16 hours, and a human sleeps for like 8, which is decent amount, but no one's gonna be on the game straight after they wake up, let's be honest right now. And someone with a life wouldn't be doing that. And I hope that they can change the mazes and make it lower, because the last maze monster I think was a Kanrai, and he was a Megaton, and he cost 7,600, which is over 1,000 more than Spectra cost, and I barely got Spectra. So imagine me grinding for that. Nah bro, I done. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So, and they've been doing this maze shit, yeah, for like 2 to 3 years in a row. Like, at this point, I'm getting bored. I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. This game is less to me as a game. It is more like a torture. And when I used to play the game and grind, there's not really a point of grinding the game, because after you do the mazes, there's barely a half decent monster most of the time, and after you get the monster, it's just gonna be lying around at rank 1 or 0, and it's just gonna be just sitting around, and you just wasted like 5 days of your life just trying to get this monster. So then I just stopped going for the monsters. The last monster I got from the maze was Spectra, and then I just stopped. And we're gonna move on to progressives. Progressive is the same gist basically, but instead of 4 hours, it's 8 hours, so it's even more longer. So 8 hours, you log in every 8 hours, and you get you get the chicken legs, you get the gold, you get the hatch, you get the breeding, and you do that for like 4 days. I think, is it 4 days? Yeah, you do that for 4 days, and then essentially you have to gem them out at the correct time, and you can get the monster. This idea is good. I mean, all these ideas are good in fact, but the thing is, it's repetitive. It's too repetitive. Like, they've been doing this for like 2 to 3 years, and the people that play this game on a daily are really gonna get bored of this shit. So like, they need to switch it up. Like, they brought the bounty hunt. Let's talk about the bounty hunt while we're here as well. They brought the bounty hunt, right? And the bounty hunt isn't even that, like, it's not even a good game mode. Like, the thing is about with bounty hunt, yeah, I like it and everything, it's not bad, but if you don't like what's it called, if you don't beat the fugitive, you don't get the rewards, which is so dumb to me, because most of the people, yeah, that I meet up in lobbies don't even play the game, yeah, they don't even like, what's it called, they don't even move anywhere. So it's just me trying to find the fugitive. How's that possible? And I'm number 1 every time, yeah, number 1 or 2, and then I finish at number 1 and 2, and I get nothing out of it. So I just wasted a whole day trying to log into the game and try to move, and just to get nothing. Like, there's no point. At this point, yeah, they should have at least given you half of the rewards. There's legit no point. They should really think that out again. And races, same gist again. And yeah, so I believe that mazes, progressives, and races need to just get like a refurbished version. I mean, not refurbished, they need to get rehab, and they need to just make new game modes. They're moving into the right direction with bringing up bounty hunt, but it's still taking them a long time to do that shit. So I hopefully they can like make it faster and make the process faster. I know it's hard to do it, but it's been like bloody 4 years or 3 years, isn't it? So okay, with that being said, I'm gonna move into topic 4, which is races are getting harder. I don't have really much to say, self-explanatory to be honest. And number 5 is ties on to, it's like a conclusion, it's like an overall thing, right? So the overall mindset of this game is boringness, right? And I'll tell you what I mean. So in PvP, they released a new season, so they got eggs now instead of what you had to do was you had to pick 3 opponents, and you got basically nothing out of it. But now at least you get eggs, right? They revamped the whole PvP thing, and personally I like it. But every season they need to do something good, and every season of PvP that ends is just so like, it's the same stuff. I think they should add something random, maybe something like an Easter egg in an egg. Maybe you can get like a exclusive monster or something like that, rather than just having the same stuff over and over again. It's getting really boring. And seasons about mythics, like, we've had 3 seasons now, and every season is just being the same shit. All it's being is the new season is 10 times better than the last season, so the last season's monsters we can't even use unless they're OP like Lindworm. There's legit no point. Like, Dratus was the last season cosmic monster, right? He's a PS, you got trait PS, right? Which is really good. But Spectra outclasses him so much that there's no point. Like, you would rather have a status caster, which is on Spectra, than actually have Dratus. There's no point. And basically, that's it overall. To be honest, that's my thoughts on the game, and I hope you enjoyed essentially overall. And if you leave a like, it will help me out. And subscribe. I mean, you can always change your mind. Yeah. So races are definitely getting harder. More teams are going on more teams are trying to get 85 laps, and the prep is really hard, and the teams are expecting you to get more stuff for the race essentially, and it's just getting harder on the player. Even though there's a lot of teams, but you want to get like the best monster you can get. So like personally, I want to get like the rank 3 monster minimum. And if the races are getting harder, I just have to work even harder to get into the team and just stay in the team, which is okay for some, because some people like to grind like that. But I'm not gonna devote that much time into the game just to carry on doing the same stuff over and over again, which leads over to the last topic, which was repetitiveness. And yeah, I know a lot of people can just agree with me right now, because a lot of people don't play the game on a daily. And while Social Point could try to make them play on a daily by adding more stuff to be engaged with, rather than just going on the game and just doing the progressive or the mazes and doing the same shit for like 3 years, hopefully they can watch this video. If you guys leave a like, and hopefully it gets a lot of attention, then maybe they could change it. You could change stuff. And this is gonna bring on to my last topic, which is gonna be boringness. I know the topic